Welcome back YouTube. In our last video we discussed about for loops, while loops and do while loops in Python. However, in this video we will be doing something a bit different. In this video I will discuss about the random module, one of the many modules in Python. Modules are like small libraries which you can import into Python by using the keyword import. The random module can be imported by typing in import random. This makes Python know that we have to import this module from Python. Random module is a built-in Python module, which means you can just import it without installing any additional programs or applications. This random module has many subfunctions, but in this video I will only go over the basic ones. There are 5 subfunctions in this module: randRange, randInt, choice, choices, and random functions. First we'll be looking at the randRange function. This function returns a random number between the given range. So this works like this. If we type in number is equal to random dot randRange and open close parentheses, and within the parentheses 0 to 9, what this will do is it will ask this random module to run this function which gets a random number between these two parentheses. So this will select a random number from 0 to 9. So we have to print this number in order to get a proper input, and let's run the program. We get 4. Now if we run it again we get 3. So that was the randRange function. The next function we'll be looking at is randInt, which is the same as randRange. It returns a random number between the given range. So if we type in number is equal to random dot randInt and 0 to 9, and then print number, this would do the same thing that our previous function did. It would ask this module to run this function which would take a random number between these two arguments. So let's run it. We get 1, and if you run it again we get 0. So this returns a random number each time you run it, the same as the other function. The next function we will be looking at is choice. This returns a random element from within the given sequence. For example, if we type in my list is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and print my list, what this will do is this will print my list which we have assigned these numbers, so they will print these numbers in when we run this program. But to discuss the choice function, we will be typing in the number is equal to random dot choice my list as the argument, and then we will print number. Now what this will do is it will ask random to run the choice function with my list as the argument. This function will reference the previous list we have made, the numbers from 0 to 9, and it will return a random number from this list. So let's run it. 6, and we get 4. So this also will run a different number each time you run it from this list. However, this is different to the previous two functions we have looked, because this also works with strings. So let's list some fruits, and let's apple, banana, and orange. Now what this will do is, this will get a random number from this list, which consists of apple, banana, and orange, and it will return the random string. So if we run it, we get apple, and if we run it again, we get apple again, and run it again, we get orange. So it returns a random number each time. So that was the choice function. Next we'll be looking at the choices function. It returns a list with random selection from the given sequence. So what we will do is, we'll type in my list is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then list new list is equal to random dot choices my list, and print new list. Now what this will do is the same as before. This will reference this array by this function which we are given the argument, and this will return a random selection of numbers from this whole list. So let's run it. We get 8. Let's run it again, and we get 9. Note that these numbers are shown in list form, so it will be easier to modify. The next function we have to look at is the random function. It returns a random float number between 0 and 1. Float numbers are special numbers. They are like decimal point. They are like decimal numbers. So what this function will do is, it will return a decimal number between 0 and 1. So let's type in number is equal to random dot random, and then print num, and let's run it, and we get a long number with many decimal points. And let's run it again, and we get a random number each time. So like always, I will be building a small project with you using the stuff we have learned in this video. So let's type in luck list is equal to not lucky, and then lucky, and then very lucky, and let's print luck list. Now it prints that list in order. So what we will be doing is that we will assign a string my luck to a random choice from this luck list, and then let's print my luck. We get lucky, lucky again, and not lucky. So this means that we get a random string each time, but we'll be tweaking this further as we will get print my luck 0. Now what this will do is, like, each and every string is treated as a list in Python. The list has the letters as the values of it. So this will return the 0th position, which means L if we have lucky, V if we have very lucky, N if we have not lucky, and this will print it out. So let's run it. Very lucky and V, it's true. Not lucky and N. So we'll be tweaking this further and making it more complex. So let's type in random dot choice my luck. So what this will do is that it will return a random position of the random string that we can get as the letter. Or so what this will do is, out of the random strings that we can get, it will return a random number. So what this will do is that out of the random strings that we can get, it will return a random letter each time. So let's run it. Very lucky K, which is in very lucky, and let's run it again. Very lucky and Y. See, it returned the same value 2 times but returned a different value, which is possible. So that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe, it really helps me out, and also like this video if you enjoyed it. See ya.